Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to finally be showing you my skincare routine. I know, it's been forever. I feel like you guys have been asking for so freaking long. I've been pushing it off though because I just feel like I don't have a really intense skincare routine. I feel like I've been watching some on YouTube recently and they're like intense. It's like I use this product and this product and this product and this product and that's the first step, and I'm like, girl, I'm like pretty cut and dry when it comes to my skincare. I really don't need a lot. For me, it's like less is more because my skin will get a little bit overwhelmed when there's a lot of products used on it at once. So other than that, my skin's pretty easy though. It's pretty normal, erring on the side of dry. But yeah, anyways, I'm also not going to spend a crap ton of money on skincare as much as I would like to. I really can't. I really don't have the means to, if you know what I mean. And also, I just want to say that I pretty much have the same nighttime to daytime skincare routine. I know some people use like completely different products in the nighttime that they do in the daytime, which to me is a little bit crazy. I don't really see a point for that. I get that at nighttime you can use heavier products and stuff like that. I totally get that, but it's just for me, I just don't really think that my skin needs that. Like I said, I don't really have problematic skin, so I don't really need to be that careful with my skin, to be completely honest. And I'm not the best when it comes to skincare. Sometimes I go to sleep with makeup on, I forget, and I get really tired and I just wind up going to sleep. So yeah, I'm really not the skincare authority when it comes to all this stuff, but I'll just show you guys what I know, what I use, and yeah, we'll start from there. So recently I've been using this Clinique liquid facial soap, and this is actually for oily skin. I know it sounds crazy, but actually my mom uses this and I started using hers and I really liked what it did for my skin. It really doesn't dry it out in any way, which actually is really surprising because I didn't notice that it said oily skin until a couple weeks ago, and I've been using this for months now and I really like what it does for my skin. I feel like it's gentle and just gets the job done. So I'm actually kind of embarrassed the fact that I'm using oily skin when I have dry skin, but what are you gonna do? It works, and that's what it is. I'm not all about technicalities and it works. Yeah. Alright, so I'm basically just going to wet my skin and then put 2 pumps on my hands and just do that. So once my skin is wet, I usually just do about 2 pumps and really you don't need 2 pumps. I'm just pretty excessive. Now once that's all lathered, it's in my mouth. Ugh, I'm gonna wash it off. But I always pat to dry just because rubbing wrinkles, you know. So next thing I always do is go on with some toner, and I always go back and forth with the Clinique Clarifying Lotion toner in the number 2 and the L'Occitane in the Essential Water, basically. It's got a really freaking long name, but if you just look up L'Occitane Essential Water, it will come up. Also, I'll link it down below. But this stuff is the L'Occitane is a lot more gentle and it smells amazing. It smells like floral. So I'm just gonna put some on a cotton pad. My dog is rolling around in hay out there, so if that's what you hear, not bad. So I'm just gonna rub this all over my face, and this is really gonna close up my pores from the hot water that I was just using on my face. Really gonna restore the pH balance on my face, which is really good. Especially because I'm breaking out right here. If you can see, I've got pimples all around right here, which is where I usually lean onto my face, so I think that's why. When I'm really, really breaking out and when I have more normal skin than dry is when I go in with this Clinique one, and it's a lot more intense and it definitely clears up some pimples, but since I feel like my skin is kind of breaking out because it's dry right now, I'm going in with this L'Occitane one. I actually think I'm going to stick with this for a little bit because I've been using the Clinique toner for a really long time now, so I think it's time to switch it up because my skin will get a little bit used to something, and you know. So once I'm toned and washed, I usually will just go in with some moisturizer, and recently I've been using a different type of moisturizer. I've just been using an oil, and that's because my skin seems to really like it. And when I use a moisturizer and then an oil or vice versa, it just seems to be too much for my skin and it just doesn't like it. It doesn't absorb quick enough, and when it comes to daytime, a lot of times I'll be putting makeup on 5 to 10 minutes after I wash my face anyway, so I want it to absorb pretty quickly. So recently I've been using the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil and love this stuff so much. It feels like a luxury item to me, even though it's not that expensive. I used about half of a dropper, and I have a big bottle, so one dropper is pretty big, and I just start putting it all over my face, and I really pat it in. I actually am in the market for an eye cream, to be honest. I've never tried one, so if you guys could let me know what you think. I feel like I have really dry under eyes, so let me know what your favorite eye creams are. Sound off. I've never said that before. So let me know in the comments down below what kind of eye creams you guys like. I'm really curious. So yeah, anyways, I just put this all over my face and make sure to get it on my eyelids as well, because I feel like I have dry eyelids right in my tear duct area. This argan oil is really nice on the skin, so I just make sure to put it everywhere. Don't forget the neck. My neck started getting wrinkles on it at a pretty early age. I mean, I'm only 22 and it already has wrinkles on it, so I really make sure to massage this into the neck, and I already see a difference. This argan oil is like a miracle worker on me. And then whatever's left over on my hands, I usually just... So last thing I do in the morning, always after I wash my face. Ooh, I can't get the cap open because my hands are so freaking oily. That's disgusting. Alright, so last thing I always do in the morning after I wash my face and moisturize is I put on some chapstick. And right now I just started using the Burt's Bees Pomegranate Moisturizing Lip Balm. I like this because it has like the tiniest little tint to it. Alright, so lastly I just want to talk about some things that I do, like additives, as in like masks and dermabrasion scrubs, makeup removers, and yeah, stuff like that. So when it comes to masks, I really don't do masks as often as a normal person should. In my opinion, I mean, clearly, I seriously only do one like once a month if needed. And the one that I use really often, I mean, like I said, like once a month maybe, is the Origins Clear Improvements. And I'll put that over breakouts, kind of like as a spot treatment, which really I should be doing right now on these little pimples right here. But I really just like to let my pimples kind of like take their course, like, because I don't get pimples too often and they don't bother me that much unless I have like a nasty whitehead on them, then I really don't touch them. So I know it's like impossible to do that, but somehow I manage. So yeah, I use the Clear Improvements kind of like as a spot treatment. It's a little bit too intense for my entire face, but right now I don't really have many other masks because I use them all up, and I seem to never repurchase them because I'm cheap, to be completely honest. As far as microderm abrasion, I really like this Derma E Microderm Abrasion Scrub, and I really only got a sample of this, but I've been treating this like it's my own infant. I use the tiniest little bit to scrape it out with my nail and like really just work it in there, and my skin feels like a baby's bottom. By the time I'm done with this, I want to buy the full size so bad. I'm terrified to look up online to see how much this thing costs though, because I imagine it to be so expensive just because of how well it works. It really makes my skin feel really good, and I try to use that so sparingly because I just really don't want to run out of that. I don't want to have to purchase it, but I love it so much. It seriously makes a huge difference on my skin. So last thing is makeup remover. I don't have any of those fancy balms or whatever you call it. I just use good old-fashioned makeup wipes. I use the Neutrogena makeup remover cleansing towelettes. They work fine for me. I feel like I do kind of want to try one of those fancy makeup removers just because why not? It seems fun. But yeah, I just use these Neutrogena makeup remover wipes and they work fine for me. After I go in with makeup remover, I just do the regular skincare routine, cleanse, tone, and moisturize, and it seems to work just fine. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I use as far as skincare. Alright, so that's pretty much all I do to my skin. Really, it's just average skincare. I don't have an involved skincare routine like you might think I do, but it's just, you know, it's simple, and I just don't feel like I need anything crazy, so I don't go out of my way. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you did. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I make new videos every single Thursday and Sunday, so check those out if you haven't already seen some of those. And yeah, give me some skincare recommendations, especially eye creams. I really want to try an eye cream. I just feel like it needs a little something under there, something extra other than the argan oil. So yeah, anyways, let a girl know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!